Welcome to the Fearless Female Entrepreneur Podcast. I'm your host, Katerina Kormas, mindset and confidence coach for fabulous women just like you. I'm here to help you attract in more of what you desire in life and business. More wealth, more joy, success, confidence, soulmate clients, and all the abundance you can imagine. This podcast is all about your evolution to becoming the woman that has all she desires. This is where you become untethered from the fears and the doubts and the limiting beliefs holding you back right now, and instead embodying the mindset, beliefs, thoughts, and actions that will bring you to your next level goals, dreams, and success. If you're ready to step into your next level confidence and fearlessly create the life and business of your dreams, then you're exactly where you're meant to be. This is where you get your weekly dose of paradigm and mindset shifting insights that will help you change the way you see yourself and all you're capable of manifesting in your life and business. So if you're ready to get started, let's begin. Hello, lovely. I am back with a new episode of the Fearless Female Entrepreneur Podcast. Right now, I am in a hotel room. I am leaving for vacation tomorrow. I cannot wait. I'm going to see my sister, my mom, and my niece and nephew, and just looking forward to having some fun in Disney. But I have a podcast episode for you. I actually started drafting this, my goodness, probably back in January. My goal was when I started this season of the podcast that I was going to put out an episode every single week. And as you know, that has not happened. Life got in the way. Some really amazing things happened, things that I've dreamed about, that I've worked so hard for over the years. All of a sudden, they all happened at once. Some things were unexpected. Some things came about in a totally different way than I had planned or thought were going to happen. And in all honesty, it was quite overwhelming. It was a lot of things happening at once that meant I had to change. My life had to change. My daily routines had to change. And that was pretty amazing, but also pretty overwhelming and pretty scary. And I'm going to do an episode about preparing for success and the things that we don't think about. And the funny thing about, and the reason why I'm telling you the story, the funny thing about everything that happened in the beginning of January or throughout January is that I have been working for these things for a very, very long time. We're talking years and years and years. And why did it take so long? Why did it happen then? And a lot of it has to do with what we're going to talk about today and talk about the topic of manifesting. And really what had happened was I had tried to manifest these things for years, but I was trying to manifest them. I was working hard to manifest them. How do I make them happen? How do I make them happen? And what I was really doing along the way was blocking the whole manifestation process. And it was the minute that I let down my guard and said, I am just going to enjoy my life. I'm going to stop resisting that this isn't enough and I want more. And I'm just going to love where I am while still going after what I desire. That's when the moment it all happened. And so today we're going to talk about manifesting. And it's kind of such a really hot topic at the moment. We're all intrigued by the art of manifesting, making these big things happen. Everybody wants to find out the secret to manifesting ease and abundance and successful businesses and flawless relationships and big houses and money to travel the world, right? We have these big things that we desire. We want to know the secret. How do we make them happen? You know, we're buying the books and the courses and the magazines about manifesting. We're spending hours watching videos and listening to podcasts on the topic. And I think, honestly, I might be the only woman on the planet that hasn't actually read the book The Secret yet? Have you all read the book The Secret? I feel like that's where like the intrigue on manifesting started. I have not read that book yet. Um, I don't really actually have a desire to read it, which is kind of odd because I love personal development books. But anyway, don't get me wrong. There's absolutely nothing wrong with wanting to sink your teeth into manifesting, right? To learn the mystical and magic of it. And I mean, I have a vision board that really needs to be updated. I probably haven't updated it in a year. I journal every day. I visualize every day. I even just created a new 400-page journal and planner that I just launched out into the world that'll help you manifest what you deeply desire. But here's where I want to do some myth busting and break down what manifesting truly is behind all the mystique and the magic currently being touted out there in the world and all that. I want to actually simplify manifesting and also connect what is happening when you create that vision board and do the visualizations and the meditations. I'm going to try my best not to like burst your bubble around manifesting. But what I'm about to share with you, you may have never thought about or realized it. I actually was talking to a friend of mine. She came over, we were chit-chatting, and I mentioned this to her. And she's like, I never thought of that. She's like, you're totally right. So I'm going to share a little perspective shift, like an aha moment with you about manifesting that's really going to change what you believe about it. So, what I want to actually do is show you that it's much easier to achieve when you use your current expertise with manifesting to take on the bigger dreams. And yes, you already are a master manifestor. Say that 10 times fast. A master manifestor. You are already a master manifestor, whether you believe it or not, because manifesting is actually how human. It's literally how humans create their lives. They manifest it. So, manifesting is what we do basically on a daily basis. There's not a different method for your big dreams and big money or relationships versus how you create your reality on a daily basis. Like, there's no difference between the two, they are exactly the same method. And where we make manifesting mean more is towards those things that we deeply desire that will make our lives so much easier and bring us the abundance and the joy we desire. Where we make manifesting mean more is actually towards those things that we deeply desire. So those things we deeply desire that are really big dreams or things we've never done before, they seem hard and they seem out of reach for us. And if you look up the definition of manifesting, manifesting is simply bringing what we desire into reality. That's it. Manifesting just means I have a desire and I am going to bring it into my reality. And every single thing you see in the world has been manifested. Someone visualized it, believed it was possible, and created it. I'm in this hotel room, sitting at the desk right now. I'm looking at the coffee maker. I'm looking at the print, framed print on the wall. I'm looking at the lamp. Somebody had a vision for a coffee maker and made that. Somebody had a vision of this artwork and created it. Somebody had a vision for a modern looking lamp and created it. They believed they could create it, and they created it. Every single thing around you that you look at has been created by a human. The initial vision for it, idea for it, creativity for it was made by a human in somebody's mind. Everything you have in your life, you created in your mind first. Think about that. Everything, all things. your relationships, your circumstances, your experiences, your emotions. And there's a lot of depth to that. We're not going to go into how, you mean my mind created war or my mind created this heartache. No, that's totally different conversation. Let's stay simple. Let's not go deeper because we could. Um, but we're not going to. And that's not today's conversation. But let's break this down into very simple examples of how we're always manifesting every single day. So again, we as humans, in order to create the things in our lives, in order to human, we have to manifest. That's it. That's the human how to create a life. So on a side note, the reason and we mystify manifesting is because it actually is something we take for granted because it is how humans have the human experience. It's kind of like breathing. We don't have to think about breathing 99% of the time, right? Our body has just done it since birth. We don't question that we're breathing because we're alive, right? If we're alive, we're breathing. So we believe it and know we're already breathing. So that's why we mystify manifesting is because in all honesty, manifesting, creating things in our life, bringing our vision into reality is just what we do on a daily basis. It literally is how we live every single day. So, where manifesting becomes this big topic of intrigue is because there are things we desire that we haven't experienced yet, and we're either doubting that we can have it or unsure about it. Are we worthy of it? We can't see the path to it. We don't know how to get there. We don't know if it's possible. We can't yet imagine ourselves having it, even though we desire it. Who is that person? Like, is that just for select people? Is it for me? Can I have it? And so, because we have these thoughts and beliefs, there's an unalignment with what we believe and what we desire. And that is where it seems we have to like climb these big mountains or learn the secret formulas and the strategies, or we have to find the missing piece in order to manifest those things. We feel that there has to be some mystical, magical formula in order to have them. And the truth is, we actually know how to have them. We're just missing a piece that we can't find outside ourselves. So a lot of times when we want these big goals and dreams, we're like, I need to know how, and we're looking outside ourselves for the strategies, right? That's when we buy the courses and the books, and we want to, you know, find the secret PDF guide on how to do it. Um, but in all honesty, it's not a piece someone else can give us. There's no manual for it. Again, because there shouldn't be a manual for it because we're natural manifestors. Um, but the problem is, it's not the how that we're missing. What we're missing is the belief. It appears that we don't know the how, but it's really the belief. So let's break it down by looking at our everyday manifestations that we don't even realize that we're manifesting. So here's a simple example. So say you go to the grocery store with this desire for ice cream. You're just craving mint chocolate chip ice cream. So you already have the belief that if you go to the store, aka take the action, and you go down the ice cream aisle, aka take the aligned action, you're going to find ice cream. You don't doubt it. You walk into the grocery store already believing it's there. You can picture it, visualize the aisle, and you deeply desire it. You don't think, what if I go to the grocery store and they don't have ice cream? You already know there are other stores where you can find that ice cream if the first store you go to doesn't have it. You know the mint chocolate chip ice cream exists somewhere and you can find it. You know your grocery store usually has it. You know it exists. You know other people eat it. You know other people buy it. And you trust yourself and have the confidence in yourself that you can find it. I know I can get into the car right now. I can find a grocery store. I'm not in my neighborhood right now. I can get in the car. I know about where to find it. And here's another example. So that's like an immediate, right? Like I know right now I can go get that. Let's talk about when manifesting takes a little bit more time. So say you have a skirt. It's really pretty skirt and you want a white blouse to go with it. You may have like an idea of what style white top you want, but not quite sure what store would have it. So you determine to find one. You know that white tops exist. So you go online or you go to a mall and you look at a couple of stores until you find one that feels right. You know the blouse exists somewhere. You know the style blouse that would feel good for you fits is somewhere. You know how to get it. You might not know where to find it. You might not know the exact store that's going to have it, but you know how to get it. You know how to do an online search. You know how to go to stores. And you know you'll find one because you're determined to figure it out. You are determined to find the white blouse. You can just feel it, can envision it. You know, like, you want to pair it with like maybe a denim jacket and you have the cute little booties that you're going to wear with it. You already have it pictured. So now you just have to go find it. And you don't have a doubt that you're going to, not find it. You have no fears. You're not questioning how you're going to do it. You already know and trust all of those things. So in the end, you wind up with a top that you like to match the skirt, and it may have taken days. It might have taken a week, a month. Maybe it's an outfit you want to wear to a wedding 3 months from now. But you trusted that you can find it. You'd figure it out. You would search high and low. And the thing is, we do this with everything. Everything you do on a daily basis, you're manifesting. Taking a shower, driving your car, getting a job, finding a place to live, getting gas in your car, getting yourself a cup of tea or coffee. You have a desire for it, you visualize it, and you do it. You don't doubt that you can get gas in your car. You don't doubt that you can take a shower. You don't doubt that you can find coffee or tea somewhere. Sure, maybe getting a job is harder, but you don't doubt that you'll find one. It just might take a while. So here's the question. What's the disconnect between the manifesting we're doing every single moment of the day and versus like the bigger things we desire, like starting a business, selling out our programs, finding our soulmates, because yes, I believe in soulmates, oh, or maybe like having $1 million. Why do we make a big deal about manifesting or learning how to manifest the bigger things? So I want to kind of break down just some thoughts for you to think about. 5 things that are probably getting in your way and why you're struggling to create some of those bigger things in your life. And a lot of it is all in your mind. It's not actual obstacles in the world. So the first one is we're, this you desire this thing, this dream, but you also desire to remove yourself from your current situation. So if we're focusing on like too much on our struggle of where we are now and what we're missing, that keeps us rooted here. You can't create something new while clinging your mind to what you don't want. We create from our minds. So if that is what you're thinking about, that is what you're creating. If you feel stuck in your current situation, being anywhere else quickly makes manifesting hard. We are leading within, if you want to leave your current situation quickly and you want to be somewhere else quickly, you're running away from something. So you're leading with this energy of like despair, frustration, and it's not really a clear head. If you want to manifest something, your mind and energy need to be focused on moving towards that goal and dream. Sorry, I had a hiccup. You need to be focused towards something. You need to be running towards something, not running away from something. And and you have to believe it wholeheartedly that it can be yours. But if you're staying stuck, you're not pushing your momentum forward. And so yes, you might not like where you are right now. Maybe you don't like your job or where you're living or your financial situation. But if you're constantly thinking about those things, you can't actually be creating something else. Does that make sense? The second thing that makes manifesting hard or feel hard for us is seeing others have what we want. It's like the old comparisonitis, right? Like, it's another way of going back to number one. We start to see this gap of what they have and what we don't have. And it keeps us in this mindset of envy. And you can't manifest from envy. Envy keeps us in what we don't have. It keeps us in not seeing that it's possible for us. It keeps us in the belief that we can't manifest as easily as everyone else. It keeps us questioning the why can't I have it? What am I missing? I'm doing everything she's doing. Why isn't it working for me? It just makes it feel hard. And we're losing focus on what we naturally do every day. We're losing kind of like that perspective. The third thing that makes us feel like manifesting is hard when we're going out after those big goals is focusing on how it didn't work out for us in the past. I've been doing this for years and it's not working. Again, we're thinking about the past. We're not thinking about the future. We aren't focusing on the vision. We aren't creating the aligned path and taking action with the intention of moving towards something. So what's in the past is only in your mind. It doesn't exist anymore. You can't physically see it anymore. It's only a story, a movie reel running in your head. And you're replaying this movie over and over in your head, but the rest of your life, the present, has moved on. So you're trying to imprint your past into the vision for your future. You're rooted in, if it didn't happen before, it means I can't manifest it now. But manifesting only works from the current moment's belief, thoughts, and actions. You don't manifest your future from the past. You can only manifest it from the future. You can only create from what you're believing right now, what you're envisioning right now, what you're thinking right now, and what actions you're taking right now. So when you're stuck on looking at, like, I've been doing this for years and it's not working, it's never going to work, I don't know how to do this. What you've done in the past doesn't matter. It's not what's going to bring you to the future. Because why it didn't work in the past is because in the past you didn't believe it. You were stuck in thought patterns of it's not working. And you probably weren't taking aligned action towards it because you didn't believe it. And you probably didn't have enough fuel in your system to keep the momentum going. The fourth way that we make manifesting hard is we struggle to know how to make it happen. Remember, the things that we do every single day, we don't question how. We trust we know how. We trust our instincts and the habits we've built like over time. New visions, our new business ventures, our new goals, they require us to learn new hows. And our intuition already knows the how. The universe already knows the how. I see this with new entrepreneurs all the time. They get stuck in the I don't know how, I don't know how, I don't know how. It's this pattern. I don't know how, I don't know how. And they're constantly looking outside themselves for the answer on the secret strategies, more knowledge, proven secret formulas. But the thing about manifesting, because it's how we human as humans, right? It's how we create our reality. We do it individually. So manifesting is actually an internal job. It's unique to us. To manifest what you desire means you have to use your own manifesting superpowers, not someone else's. Because somebody else doesn't have the same vision as you, doesn't have the same beliefs as you, and the actions won't feel right for them necessarily that you do. You have to deeply trust that it's for you and that your past experience of giving you what you need in this moment to take action and get started. We're master creators. We create from our minds. So what you believe is what you experience. So get out of your own way. Don't worry about the how. I know this is so hard, but don't worry about the how. Lean into your house is like there's like an inner roadmap. We were like we were naturally born to be these manifestors because that's how we experience life. We also were have this internal roadmap, and the roadmap is your passion, your intuition, the nudges you have, the curiosities you have, and just all that passion, right? All that I love to do this. This makes me happy. I want to learn more. Those are your next steps. And the universe will reflect to you the resources you need to take the next step. So you go first, you follow the passion, you follow the nudge. I have this dream on my heart. I want to help people by doing this. And you just step out and you tell people, I want to help people to do this. And all of a sudden, you'll start to notice the resources come to you, the how comes to you. And no, sometimes it's not tangible. Sometimes it's not a guidebook, a PDF you download, a course you take. Sometimes it's just a person that comes into your life. Sometimes it's just another nudge or another curiosity. The fifth way that we make manifesting hard when we go after the bigger stuff, the bigger dreams, is we don't fully believe it can be ours. And this is a big one. We lean on all the mystical manifesting promises because we struggle with believing we can have it. We want to bypass the inner work of believing it can be ours and go straight to the cheat sheet, the Cliff Notes version of manifesting. If I just make a vision board, if I just do the affirmations, if I just close my eyes and visualize it every day, it'll be mine. And those could work for you, but only if you 100% believe it can be yours. No doubts, no fears. Manifesting takes what I call clean energy. So it's no mindset blocks in the way of you getting from where you are to where you desire. And when it takes a longer amount of time to manifest them, so to bring into reality the thing you want, the sold out programs, the thriving business, the whatever it is, when it takes time, it means that you're probably going through and working through some fears and mindset blocks, right? So you might be taking the action, but you're also at the same time working through fears, right? If you are in business for the first time and you have to get visible in your business, visibility is so challenging, right? I hear a lot of women just so unsure of themselves, who am I to do this, all of that. So yes, you might be getting visible, but you might also be working through your fears of getting visible. And so manifesting is part of the process of it is you have to get to the clean energy, right? When the energy is there, right? You're taking the right actions that are right for you. You totally believe it can be yours. You're trusting your intuition. All of a sudden it's ding, 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 ding. Here it is. When it takes time to get to you, you're still working through getting to 100% belief level. Like think of it as like one of those meters, right? Like there's like when you're raising money, I'm a nonprofit fundraiser, and you create a thermometer, and every time like get $1,000, you'd color in the thermometer. Like basically you have the belief meter on any goal and dream you have. Maybe it's getting your first client or your 100th client or selling at a program or whatever it is. And you start with, I'm not sure. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, okay, maybe I can do this, right? And then you color in the belief. Okay, you're now at 10% belief. Then you're at 50% belief. Then you're at 75% belief. Then and when you get to 100% belief that you can do this and it feels really good for you, that's when the universe goes ding, 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 ding. You're ready. Here it is. So basically, why we struggle with believing that we can, if we're making $40,000 a year now, we want $1 million. And we still don't yet believe we can have it or we deserve it and all of that. $1 million isn't going to come to you overnight, right? You have to work on cleaning up your beliefs until you have that clean energy, that clean roadmap or pathway to that, what you're trying to manifest. So we feel like it's hard because we're not fully at 100% belief level yet. And that's why mindset is so important. Mindset and aligned action go together, because as you're taking aligned action and your confidence is building, your belief is building, the aligned actions become more aligned to what you're desiring to create. So, all that to say, in a nutshell, the only difference between manifesting ice cream and blouses versus manifesting $1 million or a romantic partner or a thriving business is belief. And it's getting stuck in not seeing how it can happen. Belief doesn't need the how. Manifesting doesn't need the how. It just needs you to decide what you desire without any strings attached. The desire to have it and the belief that it can be yours. Then the rest will come to you naturally. The knowing how, the momentum to take action, the passion to show up and to create it. So there you are, my lovelies. A little breakdown of what is really happening when you manifest. But this was an eye opener for me. Being able to see how we're already naturally good at this. It's like this relief to realize that you are already a master of it. Congratulations, you are an expert master manifester. That just being human, just by being human, you were created to design a life your way. So stop asking how can you manifest what you desire. Instead, ask yourself this question. Ask yourself what is stopping you from manifesting what you desire. That's the key. It's not how, because you already know the how. It's what's stopping you. And that will get right to the manifestation block. So you can do the work to release it and create that beautiful vision in your head and heart. And it's that when you get to that, what's stopping you, that's when the vision board works. That's when the affirmations work faster. That's when you see those people that are quote unquote quantum leaping. They didn't do anything different than what you're doing. They just believed it so much. Their belief meter was at 100 that they had the momentum. Belief gives you the momentum. And those people that are making $1 million, making $2 million, and it's like, why are they like, they're getting richer and they're getting more successful and all great things are coming to them. Like, what are they doing? I want to manifest that. The only thing that's different is that because they really believe in it, they're acting faster and taking more aligned action faster. They don't have the doubts stopping and going and stopping and going and stopping and going. They're just compounded. That belief they have the clean energy. So they're just going and they just believe it can happen and believe it can happen and believe it can happen. So that is what I wanted to share with you today. It's just a new perspective. I see a lot of people that I follow on Instagram always talking about, I want to learn how to manifest, or they're jumping into all these manifesting courses. But isn't it a relief to know that you're an expert at this? There's no secret. You were born to do it. That's the only way to live. That's the only way we live as humans. So anyway, if you want to, I want to invite you, if you want to dive deep and start the manifesting process, I'm going to walk you through the becoming method in the Ignite Your Mindset and Momentum in Your Business 90-minute workshop. I'm going to show you how to tap into your manifesting superpowers. I'm going to give you the journal prompts and the worksheets to unclog your manifesting powers and create the momentum to move yourself forward. So we're going to walk through the mindset, the intuition, the aligned actions that all make up the backbone of the manifestation process. I'm not going to show you how to manifest. As we said, you already know it. This isn't a how-to guide. I'm basically in this workshop igniting your own ability to do so. I'm making you aware of how you've always naturally manifested the life that you're living and the things you desire, so that you can then practice the process on those bigger goals and dreams. So I'm basically breaking it down for you and giving you the tools to help you take action now, to help you become that aligned being to what you're creating in your head, that vision you have on your heart. So if you want to join the workshop, you have two choices on dates. One is April 19th. And one is April 25th. You can join both of them. You can join one of them. Replays will be available. The link to the workshop it's an odd, there's no www in front of the website for some reason. It's https://start.katarinakormas.com/ignite. Or you can click the link at the bottom of in the podcast description. But yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope maybe you took one or two things away from it. I would love to have you join the workshop. It is this becoming method that I created. Gosh, I created it along the way, and I decided to make it into the 400-page journal and planner, which you'll also receive in the workshop. I did it because, just like you, I wanted to know the secrets. And then when I figured out what was really going on and the questions to ask myself every single day to help me, connect to my own ability to design and create my life and make it my reality, I wanted to share it with all of you. So anyway, I hope to see you in the workshop, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.
Hi there. Ever wonder what it would be like to eliminate the overwhelm, to stop feeling like you have to do all the things to have a successful business, to stop second guessing what you should do next in order to attract in clients and build the momentum in your business? What would it feel like to stop constantly feeling like the actions you're taking towards your goals aren't working? Or to stop wasting time thinking you aren't good enough or you don't know enough, or that everyone else knows this secret formula that you're missing? What if instead you could learn a powerful method to lead yourself to success? A method that will allow you to love the work you are doing in your life and business, that ignites your momentum and your confidence every single day, and to create an aligned quarterly business plan so you can see how all your actions are leading you where you want to be, and connecting you to that future version of you who is leading the life and business you deeply desire. If this sounds amazing to you, I want to invite you to join me for the Ignite Your Mindset and Momentum in Your Business 90-minute live workshop. You can choose from 2 separate dates to attend, April 19th or April 25th. In this workshop, we'll be using the Becoming Quarterly Journal and Planner to ignite your momentum and mindset so you achieve your next level goals and dreams this year. To find out more about the workshop, click the link in the description of this podcast. I look forward to seeing you there.